We are in Langtree. We are literally half a mile from the border with Mexico. We are camped out behind the community center here. I was kind of in a rough spot today. It just kept going, and the wind got stronger and stronger, and I was constantly reminding myself, you are riding a bicycle with a lot of stuff on it into the wind, and that sucks, but a lot of people have it a lot worse, so stop your whining.
I just keep thinking about how at home I can go into any room and pretty much find a faucet, and there's always water.
But my body has really been forgiving of me for how much I have asked out of it the past 5 or 6 weeks, and for that I am very thankful.
It's kind of like doing Legos like when I was a kid, or working on a puzzle or a riddle or something. I really enjoy finding the culprit of all these flats, because sometimes it's really, really small, and like this one was super hard to find, and there's a little tiny metal shrapnel from a busted semi-tire. So found it. Hopefully this patch will work and I'll be able to get the next 12 miles to camp.
I guess I noticed this morning while I was getting ready and packing up my bike, and all of those conveniences we take for granted 110%. I do when I am living at home, that I'm in a building, which is shelter, that has a bed that is probably clean because there is a washer and dryer, there's a faucet I can just twist and out comes the water, and a toilet I can push a button and it flushes away, and that's a big deal. And here in the good old United States of America, a whole lot of us have all of those things and we don't even think twice about it.
Just another day in cyclingforwater.com's trip. Every day is different, every day is like 10 days. And we got a lot more to come. We're not even halfway through.
Well, I'm lost again here. I don't mind at all.
The back roads of Texas were not like the interstates of Texas. Bumpy roads, ranch roads, small little road out in the middle of nowhere.
Seeing a lot of these giant washes and riverbeds where you get major floods coming through. At one point, there was more sustainable water sources coming through here. Water is extremely scarce and limited out here.
Oh, today was good. I saw an armadillo. I think armadillo might be my new favorite animal.
Here we are, and I think that we're feeling strong and changed and growing, and I honestly can just say I can't wait for the next half.
She's found in sounds, yeah, so you know when I come down. so vain. It ain't you, it ain't me. No, so don't play these things over in your head till dawn. 'Cause it ain't you, it ain't me, it ain't love. No, so don't say that you'll stay where you are.
Texas just continues to kind of surprise me. It's beautiful and pretty diverse and huge. It's kind of its own world in that none of these lands are public. I'm climbing about 800 feet up on this hill and then drop down and then another straight up and down and another straight up. But being what we've already climbed, it's short and steep, but it's not a giant pass, so. It's just a very, very peaceful place. There's sunsets here, and we're just trying to beat the darkness.
We just had a super long day, climbing a bunch of crazy hills. And the only place to camp in the entire 40-mile vicinity is where we are right now, of tromping through the forest on hiking trails with our bicycles to a primitive campsite.
In the dark, we're tired, we're hungry. We just kind of need some support.
Daniel and Bethany and Philip, adorable family, just didn't really want us to have to hike on those trails with our bikes in the dark to a primitive campsite far, far away, and have let us set up camp at their camp.
And this young couple, I'm really excited to interview tomorrow, just for a totally different perspective.
What's up, dude? What's going on? So, what do you think about being a Hollywood famous movie star, Philip? Do you think you're gonna be one? What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah!
From Houston, Texas. I was born and raised there. My father was an elevator repairman for 30 years.
After high school, I started working. Didn't go to college. I kind of had to do that and take care of my sister.
Then Bethany and I met when we were in high school, sophomores in high school, and dated all the way through I went to college.
Did everything together, inseparable. We were like each other's best friend, and we always kind of knew it was probably going to last.
Got married right after college and started our family with our son Philip. He's 2.5.
I didn't find out until I was 3 months along, and so it was a huge shocker all of a sudden, and I actually found out a week after my mother passed away.
Being forced to grow up a little quicker maybe than I otherwise would have. And it's kind of scary how to provide for him, and knowing that I have that responsibility.
I'm scared to death to have another child.
Those days when I really just want to like walk out of the office, I always remember, you know, why I'm doing it. It's for him. I grew up in an area that had actually more expensive water because it wasn't controlled by the city, much higher on their rates. So, you know, that was always an issue.
It's important for everyone to have access to water.
I worked in the swimming pool business for about 7 years. I got to see just some of what it takes to keep water clean, and so I guess I saw some of what can go wrong even with city water and how it can be, you know, unhealthy or have things in it.
We bought a water filter you attach to your tap water under your sink. The water tastes great. It filters out everything that we need. We don't buy bottled water anymore. We've bought all refillable containers. 2 7-gallon tanks of water that has a spout, and we put drinking water in them and take it places with us.
From what I hear, you know, I know that clean water is almost non-existent in a lot of places, and And I'd like to pass that on to him because I think that you can develop as a person a lot when you see the world as more than just like being like somebody else and having what somebody else has.
This young couple, I interviewed them both separately. They were from Houston, they grew up in Texas. Beautiful people. Sometimes people just need to tell their stories. And I think that's a pretty cool thing that we're able to be a part of that.
Tell me, what is that?
That right there is a flat tire.